Hey everyone, Josh Smith with GottaBeMobile.com. Today we're taking a look at one of the biggest iPhone 6 rumors. It actually dates all the way back to 2012. Is that the iPhone 6 will have a larger screen. Most recently, we've heard from the Wall Street Journal, from NPD Display Search, and Ming-Chi Kuo that the iPhone 6 may actually come in two models with a screen that could be between 4.5 and 4.7 or 4.8 inches, and then another model with a 5 to higher inch screen. So what we wanted to do is show you what iOS 7 looks like on a variety of different devices so you can kind of get an idea of what this might look like. Now granted, this isn't going to be a complete representation of what a larger screen iPhone would look like because Apple could change the resolution of the screen. Hopefully they do. The 1136 by 640 is pretty small compared to the 1080p displays that we see in several of these devices. We have 720p displays over here, and we could see them add more room for apps on the dock or another row or column or something like that. They added this extra row when they upgraded the screen size a ½ inch for the iPhone 5 from the iPhone 4S. So we're going to take a closer look at how these screen sizes compare on each device. So first off, one of the rumors from the Wall Street Journal is that the iPhone 6 will have a 4.5 inch display. That's a ½ inch increase. Wall Street Journal doesn't go into specifics about resolution, but so here we have the Moto G. It's a affordable smartphone available off contract for below $200. And we have the iPhone 5S with a 4-inch screen. And so even though we add a ½ inch of screen size, we don't actually end up with a phone that is significantly larger than the iPhone 5. I would say that the difference is minuscule. But with a ½ inch larger screen, there is more room to read, surf the web, view movies, etc. Even a ½ inch jump, I think, would be something that's of interest to a lot of iPhone owners who are looking to upgrade, or Android users who are looking to switch to an iPhone. So if we jump up a little bit higher, we're also hearing rumors of an iPhone 6 with a 4.7 inch display. So the Moto X is also an affordable Android smartphone which has a 720p 4.7 inch display. And again, so here we are almost 3/4 of an inch bigger. But if we look at the actual size difference, it's not that much. So it's slightly bigger, but it's still definitely easy to use with one hand. And part of the benefits as we move to these larger screens is that Apple has kind of added these touch points that you can access anywhere to switch through things and basically navigate. Like even when you're in Safari or Messages or Settings, once you go into a setting, you can swipe over so you don't have to reach up there. So part of the appeal of a larger screen phone may come with the building block that was iOS 7. We could see Apple go further with iOS 8. Now that's just one way a 4.7 inch screen looks. With the HTC One, we have a higher resolution 4.7 inch display. And so here we have 1080p display. It's the same resolution as most of your TVs, and it's actually the resolution of the rest of the phones in the lineup here. And so we still remain pretty easy to access with one hand. One-handed use is really big to Apple. And with this, you'll notice that the phone is significantly taller, and part of that's because we have these front-facing speakers. iPhone 6 is rumored to have a new design. A lot of people who have used this really like these boom sound speakers. It drives the sound right at you instead of out the bottom or to the side or away from you. So it would be interesting to see how Apple adds a new screen and if they can do anything to direct the sound towards the user. Haven't heard any rumors on that yet, but if Apple's going to go to a bigger screen and adjust things, it'd be nice if they made a little bit more use of this area here on the front, if they're still able to do that with a clean design. Again, that's going to be the biggest question. Now, the rumors have said that we'll have two options. And with those two options, we're going to have one that's below 5 inches, and we might have one that is 5 inches or larger. So with that in mind, here is the Nexus 5 and the iPhone 5S. This is a 5-inch screen on the left here. Again, the 4-inch screen. So we've gone a full inch larger diagonally. And with that, here's where we start to drift into that larger phone size. Like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a change. And that might be why Apple is reportedly planning on 2 different smartphones. One that is a little bit more close to this, and one that is a deviation that goes larger. So we could see a 5-inch screen that looks about like that, or we could go to something that is similar to the Galaxy S4, which also has a 5-inch display, and it's a 1080p display. Now, as we jump up into this higher size, if I want to use one hand, I kind of have to stretch a little bit, but it's still usable if you kind of hold it right. If you go up further into, say, a Galaxy Note 3 screen size, where we're into 5.7 inches versus 4, this was nearly 2 inches bigger. The largest rumors that we've heard are 5.5 inches or 5.7 inches. Seems like Apple's still experimenting with that one. The rumors that have addressed it have basically said that Apple is closer to being done with the smaller screen version, but this 5-inch and above one, they're still trying to nail down the specifics. So with this, you immediately jump to something where it is definitely more of a challenge to use with one hand. If you're going to use this phone, you're going to use it almost a little bit more like an iPad. Samsung includes software that will actually shrink the entire display and move it to one side. If Apple goes to a larger phone, as important as one-handed operation is, I don't really see them using this kludgy solution of shrinking the actual screen size and ending up with black borders along the edges. Doesn't seem like a very Apple-esque thing to do. Both of these phones from Samsung allow users to run 2 apps on the same screen at once. That's something Apple doesn't allow on the iPad, so it'd be interesting to see if they consider that with iOS 8 as they go to a larger screen throughout the ecosystem. Now, no matter what Apple does, what's interesting here is in June we will hopefully see iOS 8, and it'll be shown off to developers, and Apple will likely make a big deal about it. So it'll be interesting to see what advancements come and if they foretell larger screen sizes or larger resolutions or anything about how Apple might deliver an iPhone 6 with a bigger screen. As of now, this is all rumor and conjecture and notes from analysts who have ties into the Apple's supply chain in Asia and other countries. So we can't say that the iPhone 6 for certain will have a larger screen, but what we do want to do is show you on this variety of devices just what this could actually look like. So you can head over to GottaBeMobile.com. We'll bring you iPhone 6 news, opinions, and we'll also share how this matches up to competing devices like the upcoming Galaxy S5 and a new Galaxy Note 4, the new HTC One, and other devices. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you like this. Leave us a comment and let us know what else you would like to know about the iPhone 6 and the rest of the devices in this video.